Oh, sorry I had to use the bathroom. It's the best thing about 3-bar supers in this game. Why this game is shit PvP. On the other side of the screen. All the way over there. Does not matter. Not one bit. The hit stun on Super Flash too. He's doing combos. Dude. He's pissed off tonight. Did you have a bad day? He is not okay today. Look at this. He ain't playing. What's up, Saying? How you doing, buddy? Freaking, he's roided out today or something. What the hell, man? Got those performance-enhancing drugs in his system. I want to try that again with the super. The wreck was due. He ain't playing. Yeah, this is a battle between landlords. What is with him today? Reminds me of Homie the Clown from In Living Color. He'd say, "Homie, don't play that." Hit you with a sock. That's what this is like right now. Homie, don't play that. My mom used to love that. She used to say that all the time. Homie the Clown. Oh, man. Yeah, sometimes the raid bosses in this game just, they just go Ultra Instinct. Before there was a lot of power creep, a lot of times they would screw you over like that. Just like randomly get out of your combos and stuff. They're not feeling good. How much is Hard Pity? It's actually quite a bit, but this game is pretty free-to-play friendly. I mean, like, I've spent on this game, obviously, but there's people that have just as much stuff as I do that haven't spent anything. Just had to be, like, more selective with what you, more selective on what you go for, what you save for. That's pretty much all it is. Street Fighter V just got its final update. Yeah, I heard about that. I've still never played that game. I have never played that game even once. No, it just never really caught my interest. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, but uh, the main difference is that there's a lot of generic sets that are good on everybody, and unlike PGR, uh, when you max them out, you can still put them on anybody. There's no binding, so generally, like I have all these here, right? These are the 6-star sets, the Fez sets. Like, I can pretty much play every character with these just right away from level 1. I could just put these on and they'll be playable. I mean, certain ones are better for characters than others, but you know, if you have these cards, if you have the card sets, generally when a new character comes out, you can just play them right away. How's the meta power creep? The power creep is pretty bad in this game, but they just did their new power creep with the EX characters, so it probably won't be one for a while. They power creep this game a lot, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing, but it definitely has gotten better lately, I'd say. But yeah, they do power creep this game a lot. I don't know, the thing about the power creep in this game is it's annoying, it's overbearing, but you can clear most of the content with special signatures and stuff. No, they don't have anybody from 15. But they said that they're going to be adding them soon. They had to, like, work out a licensing agreement with it or something. But no, they only have up to 14. And now's a good time to jump in, because you can get Chun for free just by playing. You can get her for completely free right now. Now's a good time to jump in, honestly. They're giving her away. She's a EX character, so highest tier. The collabs are usually a pretty good time to jump in. Like, they have these. Like, these are useless to me because I'm a veteran player on this. I don't need those characters anymore. But if you're a new player, they're giving out a lot of those for free, so you can really fill out your roster. And now's a great time to jump in if you're even remotely considering it. Now's a great time. Oh wow, I just got this. Nice. Cool, I didn't have that. Wow, got another one. No, the unique thing about this game is everybody gets updates at the same time. It's a far cry from PGR, I'll tell you that much. Basically, the Japanese and Korean versions were first, and Global came like a year later. But they caught us up really fast. It took about, I think it took less than a year, actually. And now everybody gets updates at the exact same time. They're within like an hour of each other. So, that's one of the nicest things about this game, in my opinion. Yeah, no waiting a year to have the character you want or the mechanic you want or whatever. There's none of that in this game. It's pretty much just, you just play. Yeah, they caught up. They caught up pretty fast. It took like, I think it took about a year. But they did catch up. It just took some time. A Virtual Fighter? Yeah, they probably will do that at some point. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. Yeah, that was the first major power creep in this game. Was 7 Knights. 7 Knights was like the first major power creep because that's when they added the imprint stones, and you could max them out really easily to the point where they were like better than the other characters you've been working on for months. They're still pretty good. I mean, a lot of the characters in this, like, it sucks that they power creep so much, but you don't really need them. Like, some characters are good if you miss another, but then, like, if you have somebody else that already does the same thing, then you don't need them. That's pretty much how this game works. I mean, if you really want to collect everybody, then yeah, there's a lot of power creep. But a lot of characters do very similar things, so you don't really need to do anything that crazy. Let's see, I need 60 more points to get another copy of Chun. I'll go over the hierarchy in a second. Let me go ahead and finish this. Just give me a moment here. I'll explain it to you. Yeah, it's different from PGR, where there's like not as much of a hierarchy. Krauser and Geese are in the game, yes. Geese just got a buff recently. Geese is eating good. Yeah, it does, but they haven't done that in a while, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, this is the game, yes. The gameplay is pretty responsive, but Hyper armor holds it back. Depends on how much that bothers you. But yeah, not a lot of being stuck in animations in this game, if that's what you mean. I'm trying to finish. This is like a Bloody Palace type thing. You get a lot of rewards and stuff. I'm trying to go through it so I can get Ryu to Awakening 3. Yes, they do. Okay, so let me go get this upgrade for Chun, and then I'll show you the hierarchy of how this game works. Just give me a moment here. Alright, there's my third copy of Chun. I got her Awakening 2 now. Nice. Let's go ahead and awaken her. Okay, so these are the bronze characters. They are basically shit. They're only useful at the beginning of the game. After that, the only point for them is to upgrade them to upgrade the Codex bonus, which is basically like an account-wide buff. If you level them all up, you get a pretty significant buff. Silvers, if I scroll down here, silvers are pretty much the same. When you first start the game, they're kind of useful, but like not really. Golds are the next tier. Golds are where a lot of the fun characters are, honestly, but there's been a lot of power creep, so they're not that useful. They're still useful into the beginning of the endgame, but once you get to the end of the endgame, like once you finished reviving Hell and stuff, they're useless. I'm not gonna lie to you, they're useless. I don't know how it is now with like the new player experience, because they give you a lot of characters on a silver platter. But like when I started, you know, this account has been around since the beginning. They were useful for quite a while, but now I don't use them at all. They're trash drops pretty much. You can see all these ones I awakened with the gold border. They're the ones I used to finish the beginning of the endgame, and then I never use them again. Then you have the Fest characters. Like Lady Chang is like a base Fest character, so lowest tier of the highest tier, if that makes any sense. And then above that would be like collab characters like this guy from whatever the hell he's from. Collab characters usually pretty easy to build up. They're really great for new accounts. Some of them are pretty meta. And then there's Special Signature, like whatever her name is. They're like some of the best characters in the game. They were the best until the EX came out, and now the EX is the best. But these characters can still hold their own. And then there's Boss Syndrome, like Gonit's here. They're like the highest tier. And then the current highest tier right now is EX. This EX, they have this special thing where they get points that they can put into their. They get points that they can put in to buff the character however you want. So we're gonna awaken her right now, as I just got another memory for her. No, full disclosure, I'm a dolphin on this game, full disclosure. But yeah, there are people that have a lot that play free. It's just... It's like every other game, pretty much. You kind of have to accept that you're not... You have to accept that you're not going to get everybody. Pretty standard stuff, really. Like, a lot of people go all in on these because they give you pretty good characters without having to spend money. I've also been playing this game for years, so my account has, like, pretty much every phase of power creep that they've done. I have, like, literally every tier of character. There were some collaborations I didn't do, and I mean, it doesn't matter, because there's better characters now. Could have sworn I had some hammers in here. No, I won't for a couple days. How long has this game been out? About 3 years. It's been out a while. I honestly think it was a lot more fun when there wasn't so much power creep. The game is still enjoyable for what it is. Yeah, they've power creeped crazy. I need to buff up Chun. But yeah, every version gets updates at the exact same time, so that's definitely the coolest thing about playing this game compared to a lot of other games like this where you're waiting like a year. Your favorite character's not in, or the grind is so much worse. Those are common things in, like, Asian service games in particular, but you don't have that problem here. Everybody gets an update at the same time, so it's mostly just kind of just jump in when you want to. Bison will be in the game tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow. Like 12 hours or something, he'll be out. Bison's coming very soon. Very, very, very soon. Literally tomorrow. Bison and Akuma are tomorrow. Yeah, quite literally tomorrow. Yeah, Guilty Gear collab was a couple months ago. There's lots. There's lots of endgame content. I've already cleared most of it. Alright. There's raids, there's dungeons, there's harder story modes. There's like this new guild raid thing I haven't touched yet. So I kind of like stopped playing this for a while. Stopped playing for a couple months. I will tell you the biggest thing coming from PGR with this game is the fact that you can pretty much play it all day. Stamina is like a non-issue in this game. It's not uncommon to have like max of it all the time. That's one of the things that makes it hard to like quit this game for me, is all the other... Yeah, it's not like PGR at all. You can play this game like all day if you wanted to. I mean, of course there's like daily limits on stuff, but... Oh, there's plenty of time-gated stuff, but like just playing the other modes, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't use fatigue. And you can get so much of it so easily. It's basically a non-issue. That's one of the nicest things about this game. The stamina is like barely even matters. Now we're gonna use the big boys. You put these on the character and they're like a major combat power boost. Well, since these are new characters, I'm trying to get her up to a good level. There we go. See, now I'm at 54k. Let's see, does she, what elements does she have? Alright, so let's get farther in the tower. I guess we'll do that. So I can get another, 10 pulls that way. That's the plan. Yeah, I should be able to... Actually, I should be able to get, like, all the way up here. Alright, we're gonna try that. Alright, so let me put the combat power stuff on her. What's this one? She can't use that. What else would be best in slot for her? That one's only for Guilty Gear. Thinking Leah. Where's my Leah set? I don't know what the next best thing would be. Luke Skywalker's here. It's only for Luke Skywalker. I think it just cooldown. Cooldown or maybe coolest card. Oh wait, actually this. Alright, should be able to get pretty high now.
Ready, fight! You win! 運らの無力さ知るがよい。はい。Ready, fight!
Yeah. This game does Hyper Armor way worse than PGR, but main things I like about this game over PGR is you can definitely play it for longer. There's definitely a problem with homework in this game, but my biggest complaint with PGR, I love that game to pieces, but like, if you're at the point I'm at, where like I have a pretty decent account on that game, but when they have an event up, I'm pretty much done playing the game in like 10 minutes. And I have to go back onto it like 3 times a day to maximize the event drops and stuff. This game, you pretty much just play it once. The only thing that really requires you to log into this game more than once a day would be if you're not powerful enough to do the guild raid in 1 or 2 keys, because those regenerate every 6 hours. But if you're at the point I'm at, you can do that in one refresh of the keys. That's one of the things I like about this game, is I don't feel like I can only play it for a few minutes. I know PGR gets better with that later on, but I'm judging it on like the way it is on global right now. Like, all I've been doing for the past month is the events to like round out my roster. As you know, in that game you you need to have like a rounded roster of all the elements and stuff. But it feels like I barely play it. This is pretty much where the beat-em-ups have gone, yeah, for better or for worse. What's up, Dan? Hype for Jitsu squad? How you doing, man? I'm waiting right now. No, the best version of Chun is Marvel Infinite. Marvel Infinite is the best Chun. TVC Chun is right below that, and everything else is in some weird order. Same thing with Ryu. Best version of Ryu is TVC. Every other version of Ryu is way below that. TVC Ryu is like, and that character is never going to be that fun to play ever again, barring a miracle. I wish they had Guy. I wish they had Guy. No, I'm not, dude. That's the most fun version of that character to play. I'm serious. Marvel Infinite Chun is amazing. Marvel Infinite Chun is like the most fun version. Yeah, they do. Marvel Infinite Chun is top tier and fun factor. Oh! I was talking about gameplay. We're not going to talk about Marvel Infinite Chun's face. I was talking about the gameplay. Strict gameplay.
Ready. Fight.
I loved Infinite. I actually really liked that game, despite its shortcomings. But everybody else stopped playing it, so I did too. I don't know what to say about it other than that. Yeah, for the most part.
Ready. Fight. You win.
Capcom kind of gave up on mobile, if you ask me. They either have other people making it for them, or, well, they're pretty much all their mobile games are outsourced.
Ready.
Pinnacle of Combat is outsourced. Pinnacle of Combat is a hot mess right now. I wish I could recommend that game, but right now I can't. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I was really addicted to that game for a while, but... yeah, they need to fix that game before they make it global. Full stop. The game is not ready to be played by the masses.
You win.
Well, they had to put Luke in. Apparently they got forced to put Luke in. They forced them to put him in, so he took up a slot. They're really pushing that character hard. I don't think he's had much of a chance to prove himself, but man, they're really shoving him down our throats right now. I don't think anybody really wanted him in over a legacy character, but I guess that was one of the conditions. One of the conditions was putting him in the game. I just think his fighting style is lame. That's what I don't like about him. His fighting style is lame. Alex was a lot more interesting. The character design and like the moveset design was way better with him. Well, hopefully in the next one they'll make it more interesting. Yeah, he's very generic. They've got that pro wrestling thing going on where they're shoving him down everyone's throat, and most people don't like him, but they keep doubling down on it because they think that they'll make money. Pretty sure that's what they do in pro wrestling. I've never really watched wrestling before, but I know they do that same kind of thing. They push a character that like people aren't really feeling. Yeah, I'd like Sean to not be a meme character anymore. Sean in Second Impact was like so busted, and then they made him useless in the Third Strike game. I think I actually heard that like the reason they did that is because they didn't want him to be better than Ken, so they busted his kneecaps. He had one game where he was good in. It's basically just the rise of esports is a big part of it. Games can't just be fun anymore, they have to be... They have to be good for the spectators, too. And they, like, can't let fun shit rock anymore because it makes them lose money on the streams and stuff. Pretty much anybody who, like, hides tech on a character or shows how broken they are in, like, a major fighting game tournament, they're basically getting that character nerfed for, like, everybody else who plays them. That's kind of where we're at right now. Like, if you show some broken shit with the character on, like, one of those tournament streams, they got the baseball bats out ready to break their kneecaps. Like, they'll have a patch out next month. Like, oh, they do like 30% less damage. Everything comes out half as fast. Meter gain reduced. The works. That happened with Guilty Gear Xrd 2. They did that. Someone won the tournament with Sin. On the next patch, they nerfed it. Immediate response. About as fast as that kind of thing can go with how, like, certification works for games and stuff, updating them. First patch they did, they nerfed him hard. I remember that. I don't know, the ironic thing about the esports focus is, like, pretty much only people that play Street Fighter are, like, the only ones in the fighting game community that can make, like, a livable wage. There's already been a lot of discourse towards Street Fighter V. Like, a lot of the top players don't even like it. It's just, you know, to keep their sponsors and stuff, they have to keep playing it. It's been like that for a while. Like, they actively don't like playing it. They think the game is too restrictive, but I don't know, the pandemic, I think, was really eye-opening for the FGC. Like, if you want to make money playing fighting games, you can do the stuff I'm doing right now. And you can do it in your pajamas, you don't have to travel, you don't need a sponsor, you don't even have to be good at the games. It's mostly just explaining the characters to people, how they play and stuff. Making guides is, like, way more lucrative than flying out to tournaments for a sponsor. That takes a large cut of your earnings in the first place. And you have, like, so fewer games that you can play. And I think the pandemic really opened the eyes of people trying to make money off that stuff. It's like, it's definitely a different skill set, yes, but a lot less financial risk. No shady sponsors to worry about, not having to pay for flights. Another thing about the pandemic that was good for the FGC was the fact that fighting game developers got held accountable for having crap netcode. Because they were the only community where you couldn't play the games online. Every other, like, genre of fighting games was fine for the most part. They definitely had their struggles too, but nowhere near as bad as the fighting game community. Now they pretty much have to ship the games with rollback, or nobody will even take it seriously. Offline events are happening more often now, yes, but the pandemic was like a big stepping stone in them actually being held accountable. That and people realizing you don't need to go to tournaments to make money playing fighting games. They have a lot more flexibility changing games too. That's the other thing. Like, I play Battle for the Grid competitively, and I've been to a whopping one real-life tournament for that game, back when it came out. I've been to one tournament. But I could be competitive at that game playing at home. Because the netcode actually works. That's like the main difference. Pretty much everything else, as soon as the pandemic hit, like, good luck. Like, those games barely function. What's this? Can I get that from this? Let me see. Oh, no, you can't. Yeah, I'm on the PC version right now. Yeah, it was buggy when I tried it too. It was pretty bad. Now it's in a better spot.
Ready. Fight.
お相手する我々よ。我々よ。これで終わり。
No, once the collab characters are gone, they never come back. They're gone forever. It's what the Disney Vault tries to be. Remember how they used to say when we were kids, like, oh, we're gonna put this movie in the Disney Vault, and they'll never be seen again. But now all those movies are on Disney Plus, and you can just push a button and watch them. They don't do that in this game. They do not come back, ever. So if you're interested, you gotta You gotta grind or swipe, or both. There's no Disney Vault in this game. Even when I was a kid, I saw through that. I remember those commercials. Like, oh, we're gonna put it in the vault, you're never gonna see it again. Of course not. This game has the real Disney Vault. Well, right now they have an event where you can play them all in PvP. You can't unlock them again. No, if you unlock them, you get to keep them. If you unlock them, you can still play as them. It's just a new player can't get them.
Ready. Fight.
お相手するわこれで終わり
This is definitely going a lot better than last time I streamed this. Could like barely clear this, but now I can pretty much get up to the top. I already got all the good rewards though. Mostly just trying to get the card, farm all the rubies out of here. Another 800 rubies in here. Having the 3-bar super definitely helps.
Ready. Fight.
お相手する我々よ我々よ我々よこれで終わり こ
hate that they brought back this background. In KOF 13's competitive era, it was banned. It was banned because it was hard on the ice. I like how Street Fighter V is like so esports focused, but then they made levels like that the beach level, and the level where you're on top of the plane. And like by their official rules, you cannot play on them because the beach hides your character's legs, so they don't want it to be used in the tournament setting because it's unfair. It's like, well, then, isn't this game like made to be esports? Like, why would you even make a level like that? Like, you worked hard on it, but the biggest amount of eyes the game is going to have on it is during those tournaments, and they can't play it. Same thing with that airplane level. Doesn't make any sense. Let's just make a level that's going to really disorient your eyes for this game that's designed to sell microtransactions and be a service game. So like, when we have like tens of thousands of people watching it, you can't use it. How does that even happen? I don't think anybody even plays on that level casually, because it's too disorienting.
Ready, fight!
お相手するわ。粘れよ。これで終わり。
戦いの中答えはある
Ready. Fight.
後悔させてあげるバレバレよバレバレよいやてねバレバレよ
They had Abel in 4, yeah. I forgot about him too. He at least had a unique fighting style. Design-wise, he wasn't very interesting. But he had like the rolls and stuff. He had Rekkas. He wasn't terrible. He was pretty popular in tournaments. Give him that much. These levels pretty much force you to have the special super. Otherwise, you can't clear it in time. Enemies just have too much health. At least with this character, which is the one that is the most free-to-play friendly, because you can guarantee a drop of her and then use the dimensional invites. These levels are like I wouldn't call them the paywall, but you definitely have to invest a lot to clear it with her. She doesn't do enough damage. Even with how much I'm stopping the timer, I still don't have that much time. Use it as much as possible. Puts them all on one side too, which is really nice. I'm only gonna have like a minute for the boss. I don't know if I can clear this. This is the last wave. Alright. Might be able to. We'll see. It's Bipson. Get him over on the corner, this is nice. Alright, should be good. Another rotation should kill him. He's getting damage over time during this too. A lot of dot ticks. Nice. Good fight.
恨みっこなし
You win.
戦いの中に答えはある。
Ready. Fight.
後悔させてあげるバレバレよバレバレよこれで終わりこれで終わりこれで終わりこれで終わりバレバレよバレバレよ
Fight.
これで終わりこれで終わりこれで終わり恨みっこなし
You win.
戦いの中に答えはある。
Final part of this side of the tower. The other one I can't get that far in.
Fight.
さあ行くわこれで終わりこ
out of here, Mufasa. Get out of here, Mufasa. You're drunk.
戦いの中答えは
Nice. Old tower cleared. I don't know if I can get any farther with this Chun. Would be nice if I could, because then I get another 2 attempts at getting the cards. I kind of need to focus on cards right now. You ask in the Discord. Oh, wow, that gave me a fat boost. That's an insane boost. Wonder if I can get her, the card in here.
Ready. Fight. You win. 運らの無力さ知るがよい。Ready. Fight. これで終わり。
我が使命果たします これで終わ
運らの無力さ知るがよい。
はい
Ready, fight!
バレバレよこれで終わりバレバレよこれで終わりこれで終わり
Hope you like watching this super. Keep in mind, during that super, you're taking all that damage over time, but it also puts them all on one side. It's a lot harder to clear this unless you have that. It also freezes the timer as well, so some of these levels are pretty strict on time. But you're doing damage during it, you're doing damage over time while you do it. It also freezes the time, and it refreshes your cooldowns, so... It's probably a little boring to watch, but... Yeah, if you don't have a character's 3-bar super, they're basically like half a character. You get way too many advantages for having it. Timer freeze, which is really important in endgame. Your cooldowns reset. Everybody else's cooldowns reset too, so... Yeah, they have a Street Fighter collab right now. What's up, Claymore? How you doing, man? You on that Elden Ring and Smite? I had a friend of mine here in town that played Smite for a while, but he stopped. I know they have Guan Yu in that game. You should sponsor me to play that game. Play as Guan Yu for like 2 hours. Be like $500. I'd do it. Yeah, I know Guan Yu is in that game. That's pretty cool. This game is really laggy right now. I'm gonna play something else. This game is crazy laggy right now. Come on, load. Hello? Yeah, they have Erlang Shen in that game too. I know him from Oriental Legend. I like this one. Looks like he's flashing you. What the hell is he doing? Ah, I got Luke Skywalker again. Damn it. Well, I'll get the pity for free. Damn, Luke Skywalker. It's not what I wanted right now. What's this? I got two of the same one too, which is even worse. I need the option card and then the set. I have not gotten a copy of Luke Skywalker yet at all. I really only need one more copy of Ryu. Yeah, I think I'm done on here for now. Save all this stuff for Carnival. Next Carnival they have, probably be able to just finish it right away. Let me see.
いいクンフーだな。
Oh, good. Got another one of those. Nice. Yeah, this game is super laggy right now. I'm just gonna play something else. Let's hop off this for now. Doesn't seem to be my internet. Seems to just be the game. Everything else is loading fine. Game's just laggy. Let's see. Can I load up a stream right now? Yeah, it's just the game. Means that collaboration's doing well, because that's like the only time that happens in that game, when they have a collab. They have a collab and suddenly there's like way more people playing and the server gets really, really laggy. I'm pretty much done on that for today anyway. I'll log back on later and I'll do the raid and stuff, but that's basically it. That's all I really needed to do.
I live to fight.
No. No. Want my man to stay busted. Unga bunga. Do that freaking kick and just be like invincible for a fiscal year. The entire season of spring. I forgot about the patch notes, huh? I haven't really looked at them. That's okay, the swapper can pretty much put the kick back the way it was. The kick got nerfed according to the patch notes. Slower, less invincibility. Also, my loop is gone. The loop I'm about to do on this boss if I don't screw it up. It's a lot harder to do. I don't like it. I don't like my fun removed. I'm gonna try to do the combo right now, see if I can land it. There we go. Love that shit. That's like the coolest combo. I found that loop back in beta testing for version 7. The answer is no, for 2 reasons. The first is I barely own anything on the PS4, and I don't have PS Plus. If you have PC or Switch, I do games with viewers sometimes. I like never turn on my PS4. I'm really not a big fan of that thing. I'm not sure. No. I actually don't like the PS4 controller. It was a source of a lot of cramps for me. This controller I'm using right now is so much better for my hands. I very rarely get cramps. Nowhere near as much as I used to. The severity is a lot better too. I feel like the best DualShock is the second one, the PS2 one. Just had a better D-pad. It's less heavy. No gimmicks. Let me finish this level. I'll show you guys the controller I use. Just give me a minute here. I don't feel like tabbing out of the game. Yeah, the controller I'm using is it's actually on sale on Amazon right now, so I'm not sponsored to say this, but if you want a good controller, now's a good time to buy it. It's like $42.50 right now. They have Prime delivery. So if you like all the stuff I do on this channel, I recommend buying that controller, like, right now, if you have the money. I'll link you in a second. Let me change scenes here. I'll pull it up. Just give me a moment. I recommend buying the warranty for this. Full disclosure, I'm not sponsored by these guys or anything, so I don't get any money for saying this, but they do crap out after a while, so it's good to have. It's good to have the warranties, like, I think like $5-6. That's on sale right now, $42.50. So it supports Switch, PC, Android, direct input, and X input too. So I don't know if it works on the Xbox. That's nice. The D-pad is really nice. Also on the back, is there a photo of the back? Right here, this is the mode switch button. So there's Switch, Android, direct input, and X input. So I use this for everything not PS4, pretty much. And right now it's on sale. For some reason, this one's on sale, $42.50, and they have Prime right now. So I highly recommend it. Just buy the warranty for it. Spend the extra money if it craps out on you. They tend to last me about a year. $42 a year, or $50 normal price a year, for something I use on 3 different platforms. That saves me a lot of money. Because I was going through PS4 controllers like once a year too, and this just makes my life a lot easier. Highly recommended. Let me put it in the chat. But I play like a wide variety of games. I play character action games, I play beat 'em ups, I play shmups and like all kinds of other things, and it kind of like suits all my needs. I can play all those games just fine. Fighting games too. Need a good D-pad. I don't know, a lot of the D-pads these days I don't like. I feel like they're way worse than the ones I grew up with. DualShock 2 is like my previous favorite D-pad. I love that thing. D-pad on the 3 was way worse. I hated the triggers. PS4 D-pad is decent, but the controller's also like really heavy. It's not good to have that much weight on your hands like all the time. The battery and that big button in the center, not a fan. Joy-Con is not even in the equation. I hate those things too. It's like they don't make them out of Nintendo anymore. They're not durable at all. The D-pad sucks. It's too small. It gives me bad cramps. There's like no upside to that thing at all. And they drift using them like normal adult amount of game time, not like 16 hours a day. Like normal person amount of gaming. They can't even withstand that. That's what I don't like about them. They're just unreliable. I went through so many Joy-Cons. I went through a ridiculous amount of those things. Went through like 4 of them. I remember when Vesperia Definitive Edition came out. I bought a Joy-Con and it started drifting in like 2 months. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, man, dude. There's SNES controllers from 30 years ago that still work, and you're telling me this new controller, after like 25 years of technological advancements, it dies on me in 2 months, and I'm like not even playing anything intensive or like for like an unhealthy amount of time, just like a couple hours a day, and it's already drifting. Like what? What the hell? Like it should not be doing that unless you're playing like Melee, Smash Melee on those things. Because those things that's known to destroy controllers, but like just normal amount of game time for like a functional, responsible adult, 2-3 hours a day maybe, still drifting. Like that's just unacceptable. The only good thing about the Joy-Cons is they are nice for like multiplayer and stuff. You can give them to your kids or friends or whatever, and they can still play, and it's like it's more accessible, but I can't think of any other upside to those things. It's funny how they lost that lawsuit and now they had to repair them. They had to repair them, no questions asked. The problem with that is that you still have to buy spares. you still had to buy spares because, Postal Service doesn't move that fast. So if you only got one pair and one side starts drifting, you can't play. You had to buy another controller anyway. But yeah, there was that lawsuit they lost basically because they're selling faulty hardware, like knowingly selling something that doesn't work. Joy-Cons are a scam. Yeah, I recommend buying that right now, dude. Like, buy it right now. I don't know how long that sale goes. Highly recommended. No, the problem with the GameCube was that gigantic A button really made playing anything not made by Nintendo very awkward, which was ironic because uh, the GameCube actually had some of the best ports. GameCube actually had some of the best versions of multi-plat games, but the controller held it back because of that fucking gigantic A button. And I know that for a fact because I had a GameCube before I had a PS2. And the GameCube had some of the best versions of the multi-plat games and stuff, but that controller really held it back. Almost to the point where it didn't matter that the games that they had like the best versions. Because the GameCube was like supposedly more powerful than the PS2. But the developers kind of had to tweak the controls for like a non-conventional controller. The first party stuff was fine, Smash, Mario, Star Fox, Metroid. Like all those games were designed around the big ass freaking gargantuan A button. But like you tried to play something else that was like multi-plat, like Tony Hawk or any of the other stuff, it was really, really awkward. The Z button was really, really stiff too. I didn't like that. The D-pad was terrible. I think the GameCube controller is just remembered for two things. The first is that it's durable. That thing can like survive a nuclear launch. It's very durable. And Smash Brothers. That's it. It was really good for Smash Brothers. Everything else I think was terrible about that controller. The little small dick C stick, the big ass A button. The triggers are really hard on the hands too. I don't know, when you think about it, the that generation of games, there was only one good controller, the PS2 controller. Everything else was super gimmicky. But they kind of started designing them around specific genres. Like, the Xbox controller was nice for, like, Halo and stuff, first-person shooters, but awful for almost everything else. The buttons were bad. The controller was too big. The white and black buttons felt really weird too. They were very stiff. PS2 was like, that was like the perfect controller. The GameCube controller is good for very specific purposes, but for everything else it's less than ideal. That's kind of the problem with it. It has everything else you want. It's very durable. Like it can withstand punishment, but the non-conventional, the unorthodox control scheme for it really holds it back. I think part of the problem is people are so hung up on nostalgia from like playing Smash Brothers and Mario and stuff. They forget that like playing anything else on that thing was terrible. Like everything else was terrible to play on it. I think people have very selective memory about the GameCube controller. Yes, it's great for Smash and all the first-party Nintendo stuff because they designed the controller around the big-ass A button. They designed the games around it. Everything else was an exercise in frustration. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of GameCube games are better to play now because we have emulation. And you can fix the... You don't have to use that controller. So, the games that had like extra content or had better performance, now I can like play them more like how the developers actually wanted you to. But they were held back by it. That's the interesting thing about it. They didn't want to give you those jank control schemes either, it's just that's how it was. The Wii controller was just going too far into a gimmick. But they had the classic controller, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, that's what's weird about that generation of controllers, is they literally had one good controller. Everything else was going too far into a gimmick, or it feels like they didn't even put, like, the physical condition of playing games into consideration at all. PS3 controller's not bad, but I hated the triggers. Really killed it for me. Haven't played this in a while. He's really annoying to fight, though. Ninja Turtle guy. Ninja Turtle or Jason Momoa, I think, are the names people usually give this guy. I just call him Ninja Turtle. We're gonna summon the kitties because I don't feel like getting tilted tonight. Just want to relax. Give me the worst bosses today, huh? Worst bosses. Bullshit. locked down, but I didn't cancel. He's so annoying. We're gonna fight him again without the cats. Without the kitties. No, he's deserving of the kitties. We're gonna fight him without the cats. Run back. He's a real dick, though. Oh, come on, he had no key. Stop spamming that grab. So annoying. The same move over and over. Yeah, he's pissing me off now. I'm tempted to use the kitties, but I'll hold out a little bit longer. It gets on my nerves. Counter didn't work. There we go. No kitties. Get bodied. I love this game. This game is ultimate. The highest quality melee combat. Get out of here with that FromSoft stuff. This is unmatched. FromSoft can't make a game that compares to this. Gameplay-wise, at least. No contest. I look at Elden Ring, I'm like, dude, this looks so much worse. ultimate video game right here. You like melee combat. Thinking about making another character on this with the mods. That might be fun. Maybe next month. Definitely a high-powered video game. This game has much better combat than the FromSoft stuff, but their games are admittedly better in other aspects. The world, the lore, stuff like that. Those games are way better. Strictly gameplay, this game is so much better. There's a lot more to it. Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for, I guess. It can be a little bit overwhelming playing this game, because it's admittedly really hard to get into. It's a lot of moves to learn, the stance system, all the gear. And I feel like when you learn this stuff, this game is way better than FromSoft. Ninja Gaiden 5, yeah, a lot of people want that. I don't know, after 3, I don't know if they, trust them to make another one of those. 3 was kind of like, I don't know, man. Modern Team Ninja making a Ninja Gaiden. I don't know. It might be a monkey's paw wish. Really, I'm led to believe it is. But then again, they made this game, and this is like the best thing they've ever made, in my opinion. This is their best game by far. I didn't think the first one was very good. I thought the first one was artificially hard, and it just felt lacking. I played this game for hundreds of hours. I played the first one for way less time. The first one is just this game, but worse in every way. This game is just a straight improvement. The only thing I don't like is they took out parry disabled. That was like the best thing. Like the only thing I miss from that game, pretty much. This is just a straight upgrade. You got like the best melee combat, you got loot, builds, a lot of moves. It's not like FromSoft where all you can do is just attack slowly and fat roll. You actually have like options. There's death. I look at Elden Ring gameplay, I'm like, dude, this shit looks boring. I played a better version of this game like 2 years ago. That shit looks mad boring. Definitely looks a lot better than this game does, though. I'll give it that. That gameplay, though, no thanks. Only giving me the annoying bosses today, huh? He shut that shit down. He turned that around fast. He was getting shredded hard too. I was in the zone there, landing my Beyond Infinity. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna let you have fun. Sorry. No fun allowed. Red was due. There you go, get bodied. Good fight. GG. I missed this game. After playing Stranger in Paradise, this game is so much better than that game. There are some things about that game that are better, but I feel like the things that matter aren't. Namely, the terrible performance. The terrible online, too. That really holds that game back. Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it for tonight, folks. I'm going to wake up in the morning to play Jitsu Squad. That's going to do it for tonight. I'll see you guys in the morning for some Jitsu Squad action. Should be fun. But if I stay up any longer, I'm gonna miss the release. Let me see. Who's on Twitch right now? Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight. Ooh, Pang just went on. Well, I know where I'm going. There's like 8 billion Elden Ring streams still, even though that game's been out for a month. That game is overriding the usual Twitch rules where the game has a shelf life of like 2 weeks, unless it's an online game. That's like the only thing that's been on. I'm already like tired of seeing it. Dude, that character just looks so much worse to control. I'm sorry. I don't know of a nice way to put it. Like, dude, that shit looks bunk. It's like the only thing that's on. I'm tired of hearing about that game. But, yeah, Pang's on right now. Pretty much one of the best DMC5 players in the world. He just like streams himself playing through the whole game like it's a beat 'em up. He does it like several times a week. He has like 8 trillion hours in that game. Go watch him. He's Korean. He's Korean, but he speaks a little English. You can say hi to him. I'll say hi back. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that, and then in the morning we'll check out Jitsu Squad.